forgot to add me to the stream. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Crafting with me on Fridays. Let's see. I am Cheryl Wright. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from northeastern Montana, and I have just celebrated my 10th anniversary. Thinking about a party, but I haven't decided yet. Anyway, it would be an online party, of course, so I can party with all of you. Anyway, to go ahead and get started, today we're going to make a project that, hi Haven. Today we're going to make a project that uses 3 different products that are on the last chance list, and they are all still available as of late last night. So if you fall in love with them, you can still get them. There are so many products that are gone. I was updating my list last night, and I am totally baffled. All right, so I am going to go ahead and get started. I have a few things to go through, and then I'm going to give you some sneak peeks also of the new stuff that's coming out. So let me see here. Let me bring my other camera on and switch them around and then do that. All right, I don't have anything tacked down because we're going to use the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, and that I just got a notification on my iPad and it looked weird. It was about this, so all's well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I have ladybugs sneaking into the mix with some fun things. I am headed to Colstrip today. I am in a vendor show tomorrow, so if you are in that area or you want to come join me, you are very welcome to. It is at the middle school, and it is from 9 to 4 tomorrow in Colstrip. So if you're out and about, that's a good place to stop. I am taking registrations. Let me see how I can do this. I'm just going to close this and do these. This is some of the projects, or these are some of the projects that we're going to be doing at my next Miles City class. I have not got the official flyer from Miles City, the college that helps me with these classes, but I'm going to show you the products. We're going to use the Flowing Flowers stamp set, and it is from the mini, so it's not retiring yet. Maybe. But anyway, we're going to go use the Flowing Flowers. I stutter over that one a little bit. And you can register for those or get any of my information by going to Linktree, but there's a dot between the R and the 2 E's, / or / Cheryl Wright, and that you can sign up for my newsletter there. You can sign up for my classes there. You can sign up, find me on Facebook, on YouTube. All my links are in that one location. So you can go ahead and go there if you have not registered and you'd like to join us. So this class is going to be based around this stamp set. The class is $60, and we will have lots and lots of fun. You'll get not quite $60 worth of product, but close. And you'll have a stamp set to take home and some other things. So I hope you can join me. All right, moving on. This is the last chance list. I'm not going to go through it with you, but I want you to notice how many X's are on these pages. Those are all the products that are gone already forever. So most of the stamps, I was surprised. There's a lot of the papers and dies and those kinds of things left. So that is something to think about if you need them. And, ooh, I've got a mess down here. Let me go ahead and put the host code up. If you do order and your order is less than $150, please use the host code. I use the rewards that build up from the host code orders to help keep my classes priced lower, because then I can use some of the adhesives and that kind of thing that I earn from the classes or from the orders. If your order is over $150, then you get the Stampin' Rewards. You get to pick out free products. One of the things that we're going to use today is an option for a free product. So keep that in mind. So there is the host code and my link tree. And my link tree, I also put on my banner on my paper when we get there. So let's go back to these. Change is beautiful. You need to subscribe to this by tomorrow if you want this paper pumpkin. And then we have more kits coming, and I'm not going through all this. And we're going to go ahead and move on past this. I need to update my binder. I know some of you regulars are probably very tired of seeing the same thing all the time. So my host code is also on my banner on my sheet, and I can give that to you anytime. So this catalog goes through the end of June, and we're going to be using, this is where the flowing flowers come. So that's why I had that one out. But that catalog goes to the end of June, meaning we'll be on last chance list with that soon also. This is the catalog that is leaving us. It is a fun catalog. This is the die. These are the dies that we're going to use for our card today. They are still available. And I don't know where the other dies are. We're going to use Word Wishes. And I'm not sure. Oh, look at that. I can find it right there. And it's even discounted. So if you fall in love with this one is discounted, the Word Wishes. I don't think the other one is discounted, but I could be wrong. No, it's not discounted, but it's a goodie. This bundle, the dies are the star. But anyway, that's what we're going to use. Oh, and the other thing we're going to use that I told you was retiring. That is a part of, you can only get it with Stampin' Rewards, meaning you either have to have enough spent yourself, which I do, or you have to collect orders. We're going to use some of this paper from the pattern party from this catalog that you can earn. So there you go. If you have any questions, let me know. So drum roll. And it's also on my new banner on my Facebook account and my Facebook page and my Facebook group. So it's all over. My camera's kind of wonky for my face. All right. So this is the annual catalog. I can't show you what's inside though. Not until May 3rd. May 3rd, I can show you what's inside. I can't show you the pictures inside, but I can show you some of the products I've got. So I'm going to show you a couple things. If you noticed on my announcement for this particular, I've got half my stuff ready for cold strip and half of it not. So it's like I've got stuff everywhere. I had some of them up there. Let me grab. These are the new blends to go with the new in colors. Every year, Stampin' Up! Retires 5 colors and brings 5 new colors. So this year, this is what we have. And these two are very similar, and I'm not really sure why Stampin' Up! Did that, but I'm sure they have a good reason. So this is Light and Dark Starry Sky. And they always use alliteration, meaning both the first and the second word in the name of the color is the same, starts with the same letter or sound. This is Orchid Oasis. And these are Light and Dark Parakeet Party. These are the Light and Dark of Tahitian Tide. I'm going to trip over that one sometime. And these two are Sweet Sorbet. So those are some of the new in colors, or those are the new in colors. I have those in ink pads also. And Oh, let me grab them. So same colors. And you know, or maybe you don't know, but Stampin' Up! Is known for their color coordination. So this ink will match this ink. And let's see here. I've got one more. And their papers are the same shade. So these will go with these. And there's other markers that go. And if you get ribbon, then they are also. Thank you, Dawn. They are very, I knew that. I just, my brain wasn't going there at the moment. But thank you, Dawn. Yes, they are very pretty colors. I did not get any ribbon yet, but I can dye my own ribbon if I want with some of our white or light colored ribbon. I can use these to dye. I don't think I have any other of the same colors. So, oh, maybe I've got, are these any? But these are some of the new embellishments. And I'm going to show you one more thing. It's one of my favorite bundles. And then I'm not going to show you anymore. I'm just going to show you a little bit at a time. We got a whole month before. No, not a whole month. We've got 3 weeks before this goes live. So if I show it to you all now, I really, 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 really like punches. So there, this is one of my favorite new products. Get it out of the, so this is the little birdie punch and the little sweet songbirds. Aren't they cute? I'm in love with this one. Very much so. So I really, really like these. So we're going to get on with our project now. You've seen new in colors and just a little bit of everything. I'll share a little bit every time I go live. Now, if you want some fun, and I forgot to make my flyer for this, or print it actually, we are going to have a paper share. If you're familiar with my Stampin' Cross Country people, we do events several times a year. And our next event is going to be a paper share where we all get, let me explain this in my brain a little bit easier. If you would like to join us and get a paper share, that means you would be getting a little bit of all the papers, the new papers that are coming out in the new catalog. It would be a 6x6 sheet and you would get a little bit of everything. Then you could see up close and personal what you really loved. And then you could order more if you'd like. So we're going to do a paper share and I don't have the prices on it yet. But if you choose to opt into the paper share, we are going to have a sneak peek pajama party online on April 29th. And I need to get my flyer printed so I can put that in my introductions. So I will have information out about that next week. And it will be fantastic. We can't order the paper until May 3rd, like everybody else. We can get one of things, but we can't get enough to do a paper share. So I will have more information out with that next week in my newsletter and even on here. So if you attended my circle class, you did this card with me. Kind of. I'm changing it up just a little. And if you didn't do this, if you weren't around for my class, then you didn't. All right. So to start off, we are going to use our adhesive sheets. I have never used, I can't say never. I rarely use these online and I need to use these more online. These are fantastic. So they are basically, well, they are sheets that have adhesive layered between them. So our goal is to get the adhesive off. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of this because I want my words and I showed you the squares. I want those to stick, but I don't want to have to use a whole bunch of little glue dots or mess with a lot of other stuff. So my piece of paper that I grabbed is about 3.5. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this a little smaller. So if I don't get to the edges, that is okay. So I'm going to set this aside. There is tons of adhesive sheets in this pack, and I believe they're $10. Well, you're going to love it, Dawn. It is awesome. What I need to do on the top of my machine is write, do you need adhesive sheets? Because I always get to the end and I'm poking things out and then I have to glue and it's, oh, I should have used adhesive sheets. So I need to make like a label that goes across the top of my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine that says, do you need to use adhesive sheets? So next up, this is broken into 3 parts, depending on which way you cut it. So I'm going to bring it up close. You can see the dividers. So we're going to peel those off. And yes, there's adhesive right there. So we're basically creating a sticker. All right. So that is a sticker sheet. You can kind of see. So I'm going to take my white piece of paper or my white piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to lay this down on here. And I don't know that I don't know that I want to go to the edge just because. And then I'm going to leave that on there. And I should have used a different color so you can see it, but you can kind of see. So you see where the adhesive sheet is. So we're going to flip it over and we're going to cut on this side because we want our words to pop this way, but we want the adhesive behind the words. So this is why I didn't tape this down, is because we are going to get the machine out. So this is the machine that I need to put a label on that says use adhesive sheets, or do you need adhesive sheets? So every time I got it out, I would maybe think of it. Anyway, so this is our Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. This is the full size. There is also a mini. I like the full size. I'm just partial to the full size. So adhesive sheet down, and then I'm going to get, I only need 3 of these. These are the dies that go with the floral squares. These are retiring. They were available last night. And let's see here. Of course, my phone has to ring now. Not my cell phone, my house phone. Yes, we're one of those strange people that still has a landline. I'll have to decide which 3 I want to use. There. Okay. All right. And how far did I get this to go across? Ooh, I might not have done this correctly. I might need a bigger piece of white. I thought these might stack. Oh no, this will be fine. Yay! I did think properly. I love it when I think properly. So I'm going to lay these down. The adhesive is underneath. And then I'm going to grab some words. I'm going to make this a Happy Easter card. And I'm using white for the Happy Easter also because of the background color that I'm going to use. And this will just pop it a little bit more. All right, so that's all ready. I'm going to go ahead and put my top plate on. And it doesn't matter if they wiggle a little bit because I'm not over anything. Otherwise, I'd use a piece of Post-it note tape or washi tape or something. And it's okay if your machine pops and cracks a little. It's just it's just the die going through the paper, basically. And then it might pop big at the end. And that releases. There you go. That wasn't a very big pop, but all right. I am going to close this up and set this aside. It folds up nice and compact. And then we're going to pull these over. And now we've created stickers. So I'm going to go ahead, pull these out, punch these out. I have a die brush. I did not get my die brush out. These are going to pop out pretty easily. A die brush, you just basically drive over it. It pokes all the little pieces out, but my Easter, the adhesive's getting stuck, not the actual Easter. So this is the actual Easter, but my adhesive wasn't coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside on a place that won't get lost. Famous last words, right? All right, I'm going to put these away before I lose them. Like I said, these are the ones that are on, they have a discount. They are, instead of $36, they are $28 something, I think. And there's Happy New Year, Happy Father's Day, Happy St. Patrick's Day, Merry Christmas, Happy Halloween, Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Mother's Day. So they're all, and they're just cursive letters like these. So I'm going to go ahead and put my plates aside. And just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm not going to bring my mat out because it's white and I'm using white. So I'm just going to grab, I use cupcake liners as cheap little garbage. All right, my Take Your Pick tool has taken a hike. As I was leaving the vendor show last weekend, I tipped my bag over and I'm slowly finding all my little pieces in different bags. So I had it over my shoulder and I bent over and it kind of went everywhere. So apparently my Take Your Pick tool is missing and I just realized that. But anyway, so I'm going to poke some of these out with this older paper piercer. It is an older Stampin' Up! Product. It is not available. They replaced it with the Take Your Pick tool. The Circle class, if you're interested in coming to the Circle class, is April 27th. And I have a location, but not a date yet for a Glendive class. So that will probably be, I'm kind of looking at this for the second week maybe of May. In the next few weeks, I have to squeeze in a new grandbaby. So that will be awesome. So this is a sticker, as you can see, because the adhesive didn't come off the paper when I did it, or it didn't cut, which is fine. So then these, I'm just going to pop out of the dies. Sometimes I might save the bigger chunks just because I can make them into a sticker again. But sometimes I just throw it all away. So there you have that. Now, I've also done these dies in green. And then there's flowers with these dies that you could then cut out that go over the top. Like these three little ones. They would cut out three individual ones and they would go on these flowers right here. So if you did this in green, you could then put like pink flowers or whatever up there. But we're just going to do white today. White, kind of keep it simple. This is a project that I adapted from one from, I believe, I'm going to make her, I'm going to slaughter her name. I'm sorry. Her name is Lissa. I got that part right. And then her last name is like Zwalneck or something. It's a big long Z word. So I saw this card in an email, or a card similar to this. This is not the exact card by any means. She used different papers and whatnot, and I was inspired to go ahead and do this one for my last class in Circle. But I wanted to share it with you all also. So as I continue to poke these out, I am getting ready to take my card to the next level. And you just make sure you poke out all the little pieces. You can also drop these. Sometimes that gets a few pieces out. And I've really enjoyed this set. I'm going to be sad when it leaves. When it retires, May 2nd is the last day to order from the Last Chance list, that catalog. And then May 3rd, we have a brand spanking new catalog that I showed you the cover of and a few parts, but that's all I can show you today. Actually, I could show you a few more things that I got because I got several things. One of the great things about being a demonstrator, many of the great things, is we do get to order things a little early and see things early. And we had a meeting. Actually, I was on a meeting. It's kind of a training, I guess, that I signed up for last Wednesday. And so I was able to see even more products in action. And there are some really neat ones coming out. And we had so much fun meeting new people from all across the country. It was fantastic. So if you're ever interested in joining Stampin' Up! For the fun, or just because you love Stampin' Up! So much and their products and you want to get a really good discount, that works too. There's a lot of people that join as a hobby demonstrator, they call themselves, or Stampin' Up! Calls them, meaning you just support your own habit. Or you can start a business. So I'm going to tape this down, otherwise it moves everywhere. And again, there's my host code. And I can't zoom my camera. I don't have that fanciness. But Linktree with a dot between the R and the two E's / Cheryl Wright will get you to all the places you need to go to find me. So next up, we need to grab, we're going to use a piece of Flirty Flamingo and a piece of, this is that paper I told you that was retiring. And I have some squares. Let me grab a couple. Let me grab some squares. This is So Saffron. This is Pool Party. And this is Blushing Bride, I believe. And we'll get one of these. All right, I believe that's all I need out of my little bag of tricks. Now, I like my cards scored before I fold them. I tend to do better with them. So I'm going to go ahead and score this. And our paper trimmer has a score blade and a cutting blade. So make sure you don't get those mixed up. And I'm just going to go ahead and score it. And set this aside again. I got to teach first grade for a while yesterday. We drew bunnies and then measured the ears. It was fun. We measured the ears and then the head, and yeah, it was a fun activity. And we had show and tell. I had 19 students and 18 of them had show and tell. And one of them even had live ducklings. It took forever, but they had fun. They got to see lots of fun stuff. So that was cool. All right. Next, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to this paper. And let me grab, I think I got this working again, my stamp and seal. But I had it at a class. And, oh, sure. I get on camera and it decides not to work again. That's what I use to stick my new header on. I don't want to throw this one out. It got tangled but it's not going to work. So we're going to go ahead and set it aside again. And the next time I grab it when I'm off camera, it will work just fine. But on camera, it's just, maybe it's got a little stage fright. So I'm just going to use some tear and tape just because it's handy. And I really love tear and tape, and it has to be a part of every project. So just because it goes where I want it to go, and it's quick and easy, and I can just tear it to the lengths that I want. All right. So this is going to go here. And it's going to have about 1/8 of a lip all the way around. There you go. Now I'm going to put my squares on. But I'm going to put my squares on these squares. I'm going to put my flowers on these squares. So it doesn't matter which one, but these are stickers now, but you have to peel off the adhesive on the back. And if you don't have a thumbnail, the take your pick tool or a paper piercer or a pin would work very nicely just to get it started. And so now I have, these are all a sticker. I don't have to worry about where I'm going to put the glue. Now I cut these to size. Actually, I want to do this one on the pink. I cut these to size, but they're still not going to be perfect. So I'm putting it on, and then I'm going to trim off my extra. And I just measured these and then just cut them. All right. Like I said, this is Pool Party. Now I could have done this like in watercolor and then colored the flowers with watercolor. That would have been pretty. There's that. And this one. I apologize for the time change. I am really having a hard time just getting 10 o'clock to work anymore. So I'm seriously considering moving it to 11 o'clock, at least for a while. On Fridays, I have some bumps. All right, so now I'm just going to take a pair of snips. I don't know where the lid to this is. It probably is in one of the bags from the dumping. Yeah. I'm famous for putting as many things, trying to carry as many things as possible. And something dropped. And so I had my bag slung over my shoulder. And I went down to pick it up. And that's when I heard other things starting to fall everywhere. Inside the bag. It was this bag that was inside a larger Stampin' Up! Or not Stampin' Up! 31 tote that just tipped everywhere. So I'm still finding things here and there. Okay, just trimming these up. And I'm doing this a different way than I did my other ones. So if you were part of the class, you're going to see it done a different way also. So I am going to use some tear and tape. And on 2 squares. Oh, come on. There you go. And I'm going to line this up. I'm going to go all the way over to the edge. And let me see. I'm going to use my grid marks and go down about two marks. And you'll see why that's important in a second. And then this one. And I'm going to line it up. And I'm going to go down about 2 marks on this side. So then they're kind of sort of even. This one is going to get dimensionals. Or as one of my friends would say, it's going to get demented. It's like, whatever. It's one of my Stampin' Cross Country buddies. I just laugh whenever I hear her say that. So then I'm going to put this in the middle. and it's going to pop just a little bit. I'm going to try to line it up. I could stagger it a little bit. I'm going to try to line this one up. So there's most of our card. I love the way the white just pops. So that's why I went with Happy Easter in just total white. I think I can get this off without using that. Yep. Okay. So I tried this in yellow. I tried this in a couple different colors, and I just didn't like it. So I thought white might work. And as it's a sticker, I don't have to put any adhesive on it. I did not push the happy down because I want to make sure that I have it where I want it before I stick it down. I think I want it over a little bit more. So that is as easy as it is to use the adhesive sheets. And now it's stuck down. So there is my card. The Happy Easter is easier to read in person than it is on the camera. So I just love that. So then I'm going to take a little bit of bling. And my bling is kind of hidden underneath Easter candy. I am taking some candy boxes to sell in Colstrip. And so that's why that is there. And I'm not sure where those are. I took some stuff with me last weekend. I'm looking forward. Oh, I'm so glad, Dawn. It's so easy. And like I said, I need to just put a label across. I need to, I'm looking forward to not traveling with my stuff for a while because I keep taking it everywhere. And then I can't find things when I need them. All right. And the ones I was looking for are not here. We'll use some iridescent rhinestones. Yeah, it speeds things up so much. You don't have glue everywhere. So I'm going to maybe just use a few of these just to absorb some of the colors. We'll use a big one. For that one. And then we need, maybe just put one here. So there you go. So you have to have an odd number, right? And then this we'll glue and put it on the inside. I think I have an Easter saying here. I have the Welcome Easters. Nope, this isn't the one. I need, this is an old one. That is an awesome one, but I'm going to have to find my Easter stamp set later. But this will go inside here. Then I could take some of the same paper and make an envelope, decorate an envelope, because I've got a lot of this paper and only 2-3 weeks to use it up. So there is my card. Let me show you the one that we did at the class if you don't have these. And I did use the Happy Easter from that, but I have to find it. Where? Oh, right next to me. Here's the one that we did at class. So this one has these down a little bit further. I did that and then I decided to add the Happy Easter. So, and this has got some different bling on it. So there are 2 different Easter cards using the same technique. So there you have it. So thank you for crafting with me today. Really appreciate you hanging out with me and checking things out. If you have any questions, go ahead and contact me. And remember, the host code is, oh, let me see. I'll just put them up there again. Yeah, you have a great weekend too, Dawn. The host code is 3XVPSUG4 if you're interested, if you order something and it's less than $150. And if you want to find me and all the things, the Miles City class and everything, sign up for my newsletter or anything else, it's Linktree slash Cheryl Wright. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to go get ready to go to my vendor show in Colstrip. Have a good day. Bye.